What's up, everybody? Welcome back to The Real Feel. Welcome back to me life. Welcome to the new followers. Welcome to the new subscriptions. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all clicking on my videos. It's overwhelming to me to see it happen. And for me to see it happen, it's crazy. And I appreciate y'all. I appreciate the new subscriptions. I appreciate the likes. I appreciate the views. I guess it can bring me into the process of life and process of what I'm going through and trusting the process. And it's one thing when I started to get clean 8 months ago, almost actually over 8 months ago. It was, I thought, like, how would I put this? I've said this before in a video where I thought that everything was going to be good, like, right away. Do you know what I mean? Like, I thought, like, it was going to be, like, we've all been through that, where we thought it was going to be good right away when we try something. Oh, it's good. When I try this is what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. And that's what I thought the first, like, 4 months. And I kept getting told, you got to trust the process. And because I didn't see much, I didn't understand it much from when I started to get clean. I wanted to get back into relearning who I was, relearning guitar again. Like, it's weird to say that, but it's true. Like, I had to relearn everything, relearn how to not fully relearn, like, I shouldn't say it that way, not to, like, fully relearn and start over where, like, I don't know how to do it. It's that I had to remember how to do it and relearning that process to get through it, to learn how to get my flow back, my voice back, my writing back, get my keyboard back, to get my guitar back. And I rushed into these things right away because it was something I was missing for a long time. And even the last 6 months before I started to get clean, I started to lose everything. Like, I sold everything. And over the process of the years, I've sold most of my stuff. And I think when I first started to get clean, I rushed into it, where I was like, this was going to happen, that was going to happen. And then it hit me 4 months later, or 3 or 4 months later, where it was like, no, this is life. This is what's going to hit you. And you could be all high up, and then all of a sudden, boom, it hits you right back down. So after that 4 months, I just kept, trust the process. And I didn't fully understand it. I was just living day by day, and I would always get frustrated that things weren't happening right away, and I'd always get frustrated that it wasn't happening my way. And you're going to be stuck in that situation at some point, but you got to trust the process. You have to trust that things will work out if you keep going. And I've mentioned this, and even in my last video, you have to have patience, take the time to do things, like trust that things will work out no matter whether you think it's bad or whether you think it's good. It will work out in your favor if you keep trying things towards it and not ignoring what you feel like you should be doing and what you want to be doing. And and trusting the process to get there. It's one thing I'm learning, and it's one thing I'm trying to get by with, and it's more lately that I've had this wake up call in the past month or so, that I was like, okay, things can start to happen. Things will start to slowly come into play if you just keep trying and keep moving forward and trusting, and within reason of trying to take risks and trying to do things, trusting the process, trusting it will work out in your favor if you just keep trying. And again, I've mentioned this one before. Life doesn't give you what you want. It gives you what you need. Whether it is something that you want and you get it, it was maybe something that you needed. And this is another quote I heard too. Rejection is protection. And when I heard that, I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, it's true, because throughout my life, the things that I've gotten rejected from, or it didn't work out, or I pondered why didn't I go there? And then, oh, well, it didn't work out. Like, it was getting rejected from it is protecting you, because it's giving you, it's that's not for you. Like, whatever it is, if somebody rejected you or anything it is and it rejected you, rejection is protection, because it's protecting you for something better. If you keep, and I've mentioned this before too, some people get so stuck in that because they finally take that step to go do something that they said they've held off and they wanted to know about, and all of a sudden that doesn't work out. And a lot of people go, fuck, and they stop in that one spot and they give up completely. But trusting the process, trusting that rejection was protecting you for something else that's coming into your life. Now, if you stop in between there, getting rejected, whatever it is, you're moving over here you're going backwards a bit, and if you keep stopping there and not moving forward with it, you're always going to be stuck wondering. And I've said that in my last video too. You'll be stuck wondering. And if you just try, I know things hurt. I know you can get put down. I know people are fucking rude. I know there's some disgusting people out there. I know that people can be so out of place with their own life, they're trying to put your life into a bad place. And a lot of us will give up, and I've almost given up in my life. And music and making videos and all this stuff was always my passion, and helping people was always my passion towards life. What I wanted, like, towards life, what I wanted to do, always was. But like, drugs held me off from like something else that I was like, that I'm still trying to figure out, because again, I'm relearning from what I was going through before. And I was on fucking drugs for years. I'm 34. 23 is when I did it. When I remember that I did my first line. Like, I've done ecstasy and stuff like that before, like when I was a kid, like 16, whatever, but I'm talking like hard drugs, and fell into it where I was like, I did one line. I was like, oh, I'll be good. Then I started doing it every weekend. So Friday and Saturday, sometimes Sundays would be my break. And then I got told this one time, said, just don't start doing it on Mondays. And I was like, what does he mean? Like, what do they mean? And like, meaning that you can do Fridays and Saturdays, and if you can control it or whatever. I'm not saying it's a good thing, and I'm not saying going to do it. I'm just saying that I was starting off with weekends, and then one day I did it I got off of work on a Monday, and I did it Monday night. And then I woke up Tuesday, and I went to work, and I got home, and I did it Tuesday night. And then it just started from there. It just spiraled. And I was like, that's what it, like, starting it, if once you start seeing yourself overdo it, that's when it becomes a problem. And I just let it spiral out of control. And throughout that process, I was doing my music. I was trying to build and stuff, but I was like back and forth between people not liking me, putting me down, not believing in me, relationships, like bad relationships, blah, 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 being cheated on. All this bullshit was going on throughout my life. And that's what my music comes into play, where I want to tell my story now. But point is, in between there was like, I was always trying to pursue my music, but then I forget where I was going with this, but I'm still going to go with it. I would fall off. I would still do my music and stuff, but then slowly 24, 25, 26 years old, I was doing it all the time. And then about 25, 26, I started to get sick of it. I was like, I want to be in this place. Not here anymore, but I want to be over here. But I was so stuck. And once in a while I'd be doing my music, but then I gave up I gave up for a bit. Like, I didn't fully give up. I was always listening to music, singing, trying to rap, doing my old stuff and all that. But then 27 and 28 came. And that's where I was like, yo, I need to like sit back and try to process this and go through it. And then from 27 until now, the past 8 months, I've been clean. But I've tried this throughout my life to stop, and music has always been there. So I've always tried to trust the process, but I never understood it. I never understood what it meant, how to trust it and how to work with it and what's to come and what not to come. It's just going through the steps and making the attempts to try these things, because you never know. And even in that time where I was trying to get clean and doing my music, I kept trying to make attempts, but I always wanted it to come right away. I've always, even with my music, I wanted it to come right away, and I wanted this to come right away. But now I'm realizing in the days I live now is that the process to where what you went through is what's going to bring you into what you're living in today, or what you're going to be living in your future. So taking those in and trusting the process, trusting that you can go through these things and come out in the end if you keep going. But trying one thing or trying a couple things and it not working out, which I get things do happen that way, don't stop and trust that rejection was protecting you for something better that's coming. And trusting that will help you keep moving forward. But if you don't trust that, you're going to be stuck in that one spot. And I don't like to bring this up where I'm like, oh, I'm the best and here I am and I made it and you didn't and stuff. No, that's not why I turn on this camera. If it was just all about me, I would just always talk about me. Yes, it's about my me life, and it's about the real feel part, and the life part about it is for you guys. But the me life, there's a difference. There's a real feel, the me life. It's both in the one play, but it's also for you guys as well. So none of this is like being on the best or because my life is still not perfect. It's still not, but I'm still relearning these things. And it's crazy to say that because it even took me 6 months to realize that I can write again, that I can rap, that I can do this, and I can make photos, and I can make videos, and I can still dance, and I still can do these things. But now I'm seeing that if I just trust this process, it will work out in the end. Some way, somehow. If I just keep pursuing my love for things that I want to be doing, pursuing my goals, pursuing my dreams, and if I keep pursuing the things that I love doing, and I already said that, then it will help me out in my process. And if I just trust it, something will happen in the end. Yeah, I appreciate y'all. Let's leave it at that. Thank you to the new subscribers. To the people that haven't subscribed yet, please don't forget to subscribe. My link below will be for my Facebook. I have a new one. I had an old one before that was hacked, but I started a new one with my music group. Also, my music link will be down below, so if you can click on that and go subscribe to that channel, be much appreciated. Again, thank you to the new subscriptions, and thank you for everybody that follows. And it's kind of funny, I have a little new setup here. I kind of like it in some way. I have my light up here now. I used to have my laptop up there, so it seems a little lower, but I kind of like this. I kind of like it. I want to have a new setup at some point in time. Again, a new one. Move my keyboard or something. I don't know. Much love to everybody. Thank you for watching. If you made it this far in the video, I appreciate you. I really, truly do appreciate you. And thank you so much. Much love to everybody. Keep that head up. Keep smiling. Peace out.